Did I just hear you refer to Dak as elite?
I mean, based on his contract, I would hope he.
Hey, Devin, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Didn't you? I heard it.
This is what they say. This is what they say.
Hey, this is on tape, brother. It's on tape now.
This is what they say.
They do say that. Yeah, they do say that.
He's in that tier 2.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm listening. I hear all what you say, my brother.
He's getting paid $60 million damn dollars.
Hey, I hear all of that. I heard it.
That's $5 more million than any other quarterback. But I digress. Close win. Dak gonna show he gonna outdo Justin Herbert. And if he don't, I'm gonna be highly pissed.
You got your boy B,
Debo, EJ.
Tango.
You taking the wife.
And we're gonna talk about this scheduling, man. I think we got a good thing going, y'all. But we're not gonna get too happy yet. But man, tell me, how do you think the schedule's gonna go, B?
Hey man, starting off with that first game, prime time to kick off, the NFL season at the Eagles, September the 4th. It's a Thursday night game. Everybody and mom gonna be watching that game. They're gonna be raising their banner and whatnot, getting their rings and whatnot. So that's gonna be a high energy, high impact game right there. I hope we spoil the night for them. I think we're gonna shock some folks because we don't have no expectations, for Brian Schottenheimer, so hopefully we come out there and shock them boys off the rip. And Dak, he need to prove something off the rip too. He got 2 primetime weapons out there with some good supporting cast in the line and the running backs and the tight ends. So he really ain't got a lot of excuses. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I want to see what that run game looks like too. Defensively,
That part.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But defensively, they gonna have to bring it too. They loaded over there. And them boys gonna be, just high powered as they was last year. So Micah got to come with it. He got to really come with it for sure. And I'm looking forward to them draft picks. See what they gonna look like too as well. So I think we're gonna surprise them, man. But I think it might be in a close loss, which I'm cool with, as long as we have a good showing and whatnot. But I think we might lose that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we won either. Pickens can go crazy out there. We already know what CD gonna do. But that's my spiel on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mirror your pick. I think it'll be a close loss as well. I'm excited about the prospect of new players, a new coach. Hopefully, just a whole new attitude in terms of what we're trying to accomplish. Unfortunately, we're having to do it against the defending Super Bowl champs. As we know, they're loaded as they always are, always taking candidates as far as innocent and signing free agents and new talent. But I think we'll stick closely with them. I would love to see a win, like you just said, but the Eagles are the Eagles, and that first night we're going to just be finding ourselves. It's just unfortunate they're the team that we're finding ourselves against. But that's me. Close loss.
All right, Debo, what you think?
I think, man, I'm hoping that they have a little Super Bowl hangover. A little bit too hyped about, their rings or whatever. I mean, they've been there before, in the past, few years. So, I mean, for them, it's kind of something where you can't really say that they're going to come out and handle business per se. I mean, they got some new faces coming in too. They lost some players too to retirement and stuff like that. So, I mean, for us, I feel like we plugged our holes in terms of what we needed. One got a big-time receiver in George Pickens. Defensively, I feel like we plugged the holes we needed to. It's just all about the coaching and putting it together. So, I mean, I'm looking for big things, man, coming that Thursday night. So I'm getting more and more hyped about it, more and more I think about it. I said that we probably may lose, but I don't really think we will. I just feel like if you look at last season, we really was just missing that second option on, in terms of receivers. receiving. Even though the running game wasn't as strong as we wanted it to be, but I feel like we plugged that hole also. So with that being said, I really feel like we're gonna shock some folks come Thursday night, and I feel like the NFL know that too. To why they made us a Thursday night game to kick the season off, so they know what they're doing. So that's just me.
I want to go on record right now, let everybody know I hate Thursday night games, and I really hate that we're starting our season out with a Thursday night game. I hate starting the season out with night games, which we seem to do every year. That means we're sitting around a whole Sunday and some trying to get to our football game. But I just that's neither here nor there. Just want to point that out.
I mean, we historically we play pretty good on Thursday nights though, for the most part.
But I mean, at least we're not playing Sunday night where you had to watch everybody else play. That's what I'm happy about. I ain't gotta watch everybody else play from Thursday to Sunday, and then you got the very last game on Sunday night. So I'm pretty.
We got the shortest wait,
about that.
So that's the major bonus. We got the shortest wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty enthused about that. So I'm pretty cool. I like this Thursday night game.
Yeah,
I feel like we're gonna show some.
Our next game is 10 days later. Our next game is 10 days later.
That's good because that's gonna be a slugfest.
That works in our favor because again, it's going to be a conference game, so it works in our favor.
Okay.
So with that being said, you can go on to the next game. What y'all think about the next game?
Giants at home, man. That's going to be however the first week play out. I mean, we're going to be able to use them as a punching bag. So they still going to be figuring things out because they're young. Russ Wilson, he over the hill. He's not the same Russell Wilson. And he don't have much to work with over there. You got Malik Neighbors. We should be able to contain him for the most part. But other than that, I'm not really threatened by nobody else. The defense is solid, but that'll be a good showing. But I mean, week one, that's the best defense, so that shouldn't be a problem for us. But this would be another test for Dak. He needs to have one of those outstanding games. He really need to put some numbers up in this game. Hopefully we can run to this victory. Defense need to be trying to pitch a shutout. That would be my expectations, but I expect at least a 2 touchdown victory in this week.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. As a matter of fact, I got my little tally sheet over here where I'm putting out wins and losses down, and I might as well go ahead and put the Giants down here twice, save a little time later on. Because they're still at the bottom of that NFC East totem pole until they show otherwise. Will they be improved this year? I'm sure they will, but not to the point that they can compete with those other 3 teams in the league. So that's a W on my book.
Yeah, I feel like we'll win that game too. I wouldn't say so much 2 touchdowns only because I mean they're gonna make this thing a thing about Abdul Carter and Parsons because they came from the same school or the same number. So that's gonna be a thing, and we don't know how he's gonna pan out in the NFL. He may be just as good as Parsons. We don't know. So if he can affect the game like he say he can, then I can see it being a problem. But if he doesn't, then of course it's going to be exposed his week 1. But we'll see. I mean, I put it, of course, a dub in our column. But like I said, I think it's going to probably be a close game, just because of that fact. Just because he does affect the game the way he say he does.
I mean, it's a home opener, man. So I think it's going to be live in there, man. I think we're going to really, go hard. I think we're gonna really put up a lot of points, and defense should dominate. I think it's gonna be one of them type of games.
Besides the fact that we'll be coming off a game against the Eagles, so we're gonna be in top form after that game. So bad time for them to be running into us at that point.
Absolutely.
I agree.
All right, week 3, we got us at Chicago. What do y'all think about that?
It's hard to call that. They got a lot of improvements that they've made, and the quarterback has had a year under his belt to get himself where he needs to be. He's a talented guy, no doubt. They've got the wide receivers now they need. Coaching seems to be up to par. They're going to be an improved team. Um, I'm going to have to go with a win on that one simply because we're not um, trying to be on the same level as them in terms of placement where we are in our game. We're trying to be elite again. We're trying to get back to the top of that. And they're just not there yet. No matter what improvements they've made, they will be an improved team. Make no doubt about that. But I don't think they've improved to the point where they can beat us.
Yeah, I would have to probably say the same too. The biggest thing with them is we're catching them early in the season. I feel like as the season go by, they will progress and get their chemistry together. But of course, chemistry is the biggest thing. So if you don't come out hot and things together, I feel like they'll probably struggle a little bit. So I like our chances. I'm not big on Caleb Williams. A lot of people say, I mean, he's good, but to me, my persona on him is not. I don't really like him. I don't like him as a quarterback. I don't like him as a person because I feel like he just kind of full of himself. He feel like there's no error room for him. Like I just don't really like that dude, bro. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. So I feel like if Parsons gets to him one or two times, man, he gonna rattle. He gonna fold. He don't really want to play no ball like that.
Hey, can you tell us how you really feel about the guy?
Yeah. I mean, I had to, man. I don't like that guy. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like him. I didn't like. He was the first quarterback off the board based off of how they treated Shador in this draft right here. And they didn't treat him like that in that draft, and he pretty much picked the team of where he was going to go. I didn't like that. So I feel like it's because Deion Sanders. That's a whole nother story, but I'm gonna leave that where that is. But that I just feel like he did that. Several other quarterbacks did that prior to him too, and that just it's crazy how they did Shador though. So
that's real. Yeah, they did Shador real dirty, man. And Caleb Williams, yeah, he is a diva for sure. You know what I'm saying? He a prima donna. I think he's acted privileged, before he's earned anything.
Right.
And him coming in with a new coach, Ben Johnson, coming from Detroit as the offensive coordinator. It's going to be a complex system, I'm sure. And he's sure it's going to probably take him time to get up to speed with that as well. They have a lot of talent over there. He has a lot of weapons to throw to, but I think overall, they're going to have some difficulty early on, probably in the first quarter of the season, trying to get things together. So I expect us to really get that win, all those on the road. Dak should be able to carry us to that, and hopefully the run game is our solid foundation as we predicted. And that will carry us. And hopefully our defense is creating turnovers as they have in the last couple of years. So that will really be what I'm hanging our hat on for sure. But I think we should be able to get an ugly win on the road. I'm good with that.
All right.
Yeah. All right, week 4, home Green Bay. Dad, what you think we're gonna do that week?
Well, I'm gonna be there, so I'm hoping it's gonna be a win. Green Bay is always a very solid team. Got a great quarterback. We really should be looking for some revenge against these guys for the last time we actually played them. If we don't, as a team, I really have a problem with that. We should really be looking for some payback. And if these first couple of weeks of our schedule will pretty much get us to where we need to be if we're going to be anywhere in order to be prepared to play these guys, I fully expect us to go down and get that revenge. So I'm gonna take it as a cautious W.
Okay, Debo, what you think?
I mean, as crazy as it might seem, I really feel like that might be our biggest test. And why I say that is they're very deep at receiver, and they have a great running back in Josh Jacobs. Yes, and we will be very tested to see if we really can stop the run week 1 and that week right there. So with that being said, it'll really be based off of what we do in week 1 against the Eagles. If we can stop the run against Saquon, then we should be able to stop Josh Jacobs. I mean, he run hard too, but still, I feel like Saquon is a little more agile, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to, toting the rock. I think Jacobs is more of a bruising back. He kind of just make things happen, whether it's a hole there or not.
North and south, yes, sir.
Yeah, so it'll really come down to that. To be a little bit more realistic, I probably have to say we may lose that one because I don't know per se what our DBs are going to look like come that week. So that's my only biggest concern.
Yeah, based on the past history, Dak should really take this game personal. I'm really gonna have a microscope. You don't have a microscope him every week, but I'm really gonna have a microscope on him that game because that's gonna be a telling game. That's gonna be a playoff type game, and some points gonna have to be put up, 30 plus. So we're gonna have to see, what we're gonna bring, as a team, and defense gonna have to show up too. They embarrassed them last time, so this should really be a personal game for Micah as well. Now I think about it. So I'm looking for them two to really stand up and show out and show, they work the contracts because this is going to be a statement game. And it's going to be a good measuring stick. This is going to let us know who we're going to be, for the rest of the season as well. And Debo, you did say that this probably could be the most, important game of the year, like for real, the most measuring stick because they are Super Bowl contenders. They're that good. Right. And they're legitimate. Jordan Love is legit. They got some stars on the defensive side. Like you said, receiving core. But
they added Gold Matthews. Oh, was it Matthew Golden?
Yeah, Matthews. Yeah, from Texas. Yeah, fastest man in the draft. Yeah.
Right. So they added him to the offense. So that's big.
I wanted him. I'll take Pickens.
Like you stated at the outset. I mean, they're going to be a formidable foe. We already know that going in, coming off the games that we will play prior to that, will pretty much be a barometer for what direction we're headed in. If we can't compete, at the very least compete, I would love to beat them. And if we can't compete, then that's going to mean a whole different ball game for us based on what we got in front of us.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it's still the first quarter of the season. Like I said, they Super Bowl contending. They have consecutive years together up on their coach. I'm going to give them the upper hand in that game just based on, consistency. They've been consistent. They've been a consistent franchise. So I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to say they're going to beat us. I don't know how bad, but they will beat us, I believe. Unless, we just get a miraculous results from, Schottenheimer. If he can just be a miraculous coach, I'm praying and hoping he is, but you just never know. All right, next we got the Jets. We're going up to New York, October 5th, Sunday. We play at 1:00 Eastern time, 12 noon Central time. Debo, what you think we're going to do against them Jets?
This is going to be a little short synopsis, man. I don't feel like Justin Fields will beat us. He's a very safe quarterback, in the NFL right now until he meets a coach that actually can let him open up in terms of, his talent. But I think we'll go in and win that one. I'm not really worried about that game per se.
But what if they do though? What if Aaron Glenn let him open that thing up like you saying? He go out there looking like
it's going to take some time. I don't see it coming out the gate that way. I feel like he done. Justin Fields done been on a couple teams already. Ain't nobody still ain't really opened him up per se. So it's like I don't really see it happening off the rip. For a coach to actually, they have to be desperate to open up to let him do what he do. So I'm not worried about that game. Like I said, it's early in the season. That's one of them games we'll go ahead and get that dub probably by 2 touchdowns. That'll be a 2 touchdown dub.
Man, okay, all right. Put your stamp on it. What you got, Dad?
Yeah.
Like Debo said, he's Justin Fields is pretty much a vagabond at this stage. He's been on a number of teams. We pretty much see he hasn't, in my eyes, he hasn't improved a great bit. He is what you see is. I don't see Aaron Glenn being able to make that much of a difference. That somebody like a Steelers coach couldn't do. those kind of things. So I don't
Right.
see Aaron Glenn being the savior for Justin Fields. That said, I would probably predict like a 2 touchdown win over them. They still have a lot of things to put together. New coach, new system.
Mm-hmm.
They had the talent all the time. The biggest key is being able to put all that together. And
Yeah.
I just don't think they just went through the Aaron Rodgers debacle.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to gather themselves again as an organization and whole. So they're a borderline playoff team, but they won't win this game against us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Jets they are going, get improved. I think Aaron Glenn has, been trying to change the culture since he's taking that job. I don't see them beating us because no continuity, no consistency. And I think we have at least a foundation that we've been building on. We done broke it down a little bit, but we already started building it back up. So I think just on that alone, we should dominate just based on our, consistent, cohesion that we have together. And we should be able to beat these boys on both sides of the ball that day. It should be a nice, easy one on the road. So I'm in agreement. We should sweep and win now. Next week, we are going to the Panthers in Charlotte, October 12th, Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Debo, what do you think we're going to do?
We'll smack them.
Yeah.
I don't care where we at in the season. They're going to be young, very young offensively. Of course, you still got Bryce Young. He been in his second year. They brought in 2 rookie receivers on top of.
It's his third year.
Oh yeah, this is third year.
Yeah.
He played like a rookie last year too.
He played better though. He took a step.
He did improve. He improved, but I in my mind it still was rookie season last year. So that's why I said that. But they got Leggett, who was a rookie last year. They brought in Joe Horn Jr. and the receiver we wanted from Arizona. So Arizona State.
Oh yeah, Ted Mack. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't feel like they will be a test to us. Not early because, like I said, they still got the new pieces. Their running game will have who's their running back?
You can't think who their running back. Yeah. But keep on.
Did they pick up Rico?
Dowdle?
They didn't pick up Rico.
Yeah, we got Rico.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
we got Rico Dowdle.
That's what's up.
So, I mean, we know his tendencies. He run hard, but I don't feel like it's enough to change the game per se. Defensively for them, I didn't see no new improvements. So I mean, it'll be one of them games where it depends on where we're at in our season. And if we're already winning, then we're gonna keep on rolling. We're gonna steamroll. We're gonna be on the train.
True.
But if we're struggling, I still feel like we'll win the game. It just won't be as pretty as we want it to be.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Dad?
Just put me down for a straight up W on this. I ain't want to comment.
It's straightforward. You ain't playing with it.
It's a win.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk much about it. But yeah, I think they are very young. I mean, like I said, it's about being cohesive, man, and being have continuity, man. We've been at this thing for a while now, and Bryce Young's still trying to put it together. Dak should be able to outduel him and get that win, whether it's on home or on the road. But being on the road, I think our defense does travel most times, so I think we'll be all right and we'll get that win for sure. Week 7, we back in the division. We're back at home against the Commanders. It's a Sunday afternoon game. Dad, what you think we're gonna do on that with Jaden Daniels and company?
Well, let's see. We have a lot of factors in here. Jaden Daniels being the most important. Here again, we're going against Dan Quinn one more time. They had a couple of draft picks that will greatly improve their team. An already good team. I would put that down for a close win. I still think they're still getting some things together. I think we'll have the kind of defense to be able to keep Jaden Daniels moving, which can be a good or bad thing. But making him take a little bit more time to try to find his target, a little less time to try to find his target. So I would probably be like, in my mind, like a 3-point ball game, but a win for the Cowboys at home.
At home, yes, at home. So yeah, that's a major factor. Go ahead, Debo. What you think?
I guess I would have to go based off of the last game of the season against them. I think we'll win that game just based off of the way they looked against us. I don't know what we did game plan wise to make them be a little thrown off their game in terms of what they've done all season. But I just feel like I think maybe they just know Dan Quinn's tendencies, or we just made them look a little different in that last game. So I'm thinking that we'll probably carry that on. It probably will come down to coaching. Hopefully, Steidenhammer does his thing to will us to win if we need him to step in to put us in position. But I think talent for talent, I think we should be all right to compete. I mean, like I said, we got a second option now as a receiver too, and we didn't have that. And then you still got to put on top of, we ain't even been mentioning Mr. Turn Up himself. I call him Turn Up. Mr. Turn Up himself. So I like our chances, man. Teams like that, I ain't really worried about it. So if we beat y'all last year, we should be able to beat y'all this year.
Man, I don't know, bro. That Jaden Daniels different, man. He showed me something in the playoffs.
We made him look different, though.
Huh?
We made him look different last year.
That's true, but we got a whole new coaching staff, and he kept going after our game. You know what I'm saying? Like he got better in the playoffs. He had a different mentality. Like he be locked in. He gonna put a lot of pressure on Dak. Dak gonna have to put some points up again. This is gonna be another test for him. This is another elite quarterback within the league. Dak gonna have to stand up and really match him. I don't know what the defense is gonna give us. I think defense is gonna be better. I think we're gonna be faster on the second level, which is gonna help. And then having beefing up the front, that should allow them to fly around. But I don't know, man. It's a tough W. I want to call it. I don't know, man. That Jaden Daniels different. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What time that game is?
The afternoon. It's 4:25, 3:25 Central Time.
Oh man, we're gonna be prime time. So
we don't lose in the 4:25 game.
Yeah, that's perfect time for us.
We hope that sun shining down.
4 o'clock game.
Hey, hope the sun shining on the right end of the field, right?
Shining Jaden Daniels' face. That's what I'm hoping for. Man, but
I think just the opposite. I don't think it's going to be a quarterback duel. I think there's going to be the defense is going to stand pretty strong in that game, and I look for more like a 21-17 or 17-14 type game. I'm gonna be honest with you there.
I mean, I'm hoping for a sophomore slump, man. Hope he hit a sophomore slump, and and we go ahead on our business, man. I'm gonna leave my prediction, into within season, because I don't know what we're gonna look like, and we don't know what Jaden Daniels gonna look like. We don't know if he's gonna take a step back. So
that's facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Week 8, we got Denver at Denver, and that's another afternoon game on Sunday. Debo, what do you think we're gonna do against what is their quarterback name?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, yeah. Bo.
It'll be more about the coaching for me in that game. To not get out coached by, of course, Sean Payton. You got to respect him as a coach. It'll really come down to that for me. Talent wise, I think we're more talented than them, should be. But again, it's all about how you coached up. So I mean, I would like to put us in the win column in that one. But at some point in the season, of course, we always drop games we ain't supposed to. So maybe that could be one. So I mean, we will have to see. I'll have to put an asterisk by that one, but
for sure.
Yeah,
what you think?
Anytime you go into a game against Sean Payton, you got to be ready. Matching Bo Nix against Dak Prescott, I think I'm gonna give the edge to Dak on that, especially with two good receivers. I just think Old Nick will still be finding himself. He's an excellent talent. Don't get me wrong, but he's young, and I think if it comes down to a shootout between us and them, which I don't think it will be, I think Dak will come out on top of that one. I think our defense will hopefully be stout enough. But like you said, Brandon, we don't know. It's still early. Yeah, but I'm gonna give us a W on that one, just on GP.
Oh, you made some great points. Historically, Denver's always beating us when we good or bad, when they bad or good. I don't know why we struggle with them boys, especially in Denver, which it's the Mile High, city or whatever. So that does play a part in as well. I've been hearing that they're really high on Bo Nix. Sean Payton, he's very particular about his quarterback. He don't like everybody. So I'm
going. Nick's been in college long enough.
And he got a lot of experience. Yeah. So he's been around a lot of coaches. So went from Auburn to Oregon. So he's been around a lot of good coaches. Well, I'm gonna say, like Debo said, we always drop one like on the road. We have them little ugly games and stuff. We be having like 3-4 turnovers and stuff like that. This probably gonna be it. They got Patrick Surtain. He gonna shut down somebody for sure. So that's a factor. They always have a good front seven too. So we all got to take all that in consideration, man. They got a squad for real. Slick, especially defensively. They always defensively solid. And then Sean Payton, he's a good
hey, so this is gonna be a CL for you?
Yeah, I'm saying C. I said it might not be a C. It's gonna be an L for sure. It might not even be close. Because we always look ugly against them on the road. I don't know why.
We have ugly losses by certain people. Yeah.
I cannot remember.
I think by time for that trend to change. I think it's about time for that trend to change.
I hope so, but we always drop one. So this one is glaring. This is right in the middle. It's 2 weeks before the bye, and then we got the Cardinals coming up after that. So that's another trigger one. We always play ugly against them. The last time we played against them, then when John Connor went ham on us. Yeah. But luckily this one.
I think last time we played them though, I think Kingsbury was the coach. So
yep.
I think that was a problem in terms of secondary.
Yeah, Kyler Murray tore us up. Connor Murray and Connor, both of them. They put up some numbers on it. They put up a lot of yards on it. I remember that game.
Hey, that's I'll get ready to say. We got I'm looking at my list over there. I got a lot of W's and a couple L's, and I'm looking at the second half. I'm looking at the second half.
We got some heavy hitters. We got some heavy hitters coming up too.
I'm trying to pull a winning season out this thing, and we don't get them in the first half. It's gonna be hard.
We're here to keep it real. Hey. All right, but yeah, Arizona, man, that's gonna be an intriguing matchup, man. You always gotta respect Kyler Murray because he's dangerous, and then they got Marvin Harris Jr., man. He's a legit threat. And they got one of the best tight ends in the league too, who emerged last year in Trey McBride. So we gotta really take them serious too. And then like I mentioned, Connor is one of the best running backs in the league. He's one of the most productive.
By the way, did any of y'all see how big Marvin Harrison Jr. got?
No, I heard about it, but I'm sure he already had a big frame.
Boy looking like DK Metcalf.
DK, that's crazy.
Oh my God, that boy.
He more fluid than DK too.
Hey, if y'all remember last year, I was sitting right there for that debacle in Arizona, and that walk of shame up them stairs wasn't pretty.
So that'll go under my CL. This game right here going under my CL.
I see that. Yeah, I mean, at home though, you think we're going to CL at home?
Yeah, I see CL.
Yeah, you're right. Mark Harrison probably gonna go ham. He'll have one of them Randy Moss games.
Them quarterbacks who can extend the play on third downs are always been our kryptonite. So I have to CL this one.
That's real. I'm agree with you on that. But because I think Marvin Harris is probably gonna have one of them days. We always let cats like Calvin Harris, Megatron, Randy Moss, T.O.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it just the opposite. I'm thinking Bland and Overshawn gonna have one of their days. on that day. Remember last year when we got that L from them? I think I'm taking a W on this one on the revenge tour.
It could be a Brandon Arbery game where he kicked like 6 field goals.
10 field goals.
He went with a walk off. He went with a walk off.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go to revenge on that one. We're gonna get that revenge. That was I was sitting there for that one. That was ugly. That.
Yeah, I know that was a hard one. Yeah.
Hard to sit through.
Yeah. But after that
Nice
game,
statement.
and that's a Monday night game. That's a Monday night game at home, November 3rd. So yeah, so we got a loss, and there you got a close win on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you trying to get the winning season for real.
I'm looking. Hey, I see the back half of the season. I know some W's, some L's up in there now. So
yeah.
So
All right.
just
What?
good. Whatever the next thing you about to say.
We're going into the bye week. Week 10 is our bye week, so this think perfect timing. And then we'll come about the bye week in week 11, another Monday night game. Why am I just realizing that? Against Vegas, at Vegas, November 17th.
I hate Monday night games too.
Yeah, I don't like Monday night games like that.
I hate Monday night games too. I hate only night games I like is Sunday night. Don't really like them much.
I don't like Sunday.
I don't really like night games. Give me all 4:30. Give me all 4:30 games.
But them gonna be late, but they cool though. But it be good games though. It be good games on them nights though.
Ain't a night for the kids.
True facts. Okay.
What's your prediction on the Raiders game?
Going to Raiders, yeah, we'll be at the Raiders in old Las Vegas, man. I know it's gonna probably be a lot of energy out there. We're gonna be there representing for sure. Gonna be a lot of Cowboy fans there. That we always show up there. I really don't know what to expect from the Raiders, man. So I really don't expect us to lose that game. On the road or not. Like I said, it's gonna be like a semi-home game anyway. So I'm just gonna say that's a dub right there.
Yeah, that's a dub on my end. I ain't got much to say about it. Of course, you got the rookie running back that we wanted, Genty. We'll see. I feel like they probably ain't got much, to offer probably in the first year or so. He probably do his thing, but I think outside of that, I think we got nothing to worry about.
For sure. What you think, Dad?
Yeah, I'll go with a CW on that.
A CW?
CW.
Okay. All right.
New
coach, new system.
Home field is
semi-home advantage. We're gonna have about at least 60-40.
That's at least a 10-point win for us right there.
I agree, Debo.
10.
At least 10. Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Week 12. Sunday
I
afternoon.
ain't got no respect for the Raiders, man.
Nah, not really.
Not really. No. They earned that.
Right.
All right, week 12. Eagles at home. Sunday afternoon game, November 23rd. Dad, what you think we're gonna do against our rivals?
It's hard to pick us lose twice. I think by then we'll have our it together, and we'll take one back from them. We don't usually do too bad at the Eagles when we play against them. So I think we'll have our stuff together by then. I'll give us a CW.
Okay. Debo, what you got?
I'm gonna go L on this one. I said that we went. I feel like we're shocked in the first game. The second game, it'll be more realistic. And of course, as weeks go by, you got to kind of factor in the injuries. So I'm go L on that one.
Okay. I think this is gonna be the game where the Eagles might be beat up. Coming off the Super Bowl, man, that's a lot of miles in your body, man. Usually the team that losing and winning team, they usually be, they don't be healthy the next year. That's why it's so hard to repeat. So, and being that it's a rivalry,
they keep pushing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna break them down eventually. That's only gonna last for so long.
Eventually, you're right.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna end up beating them boys. I think they might be beat up coming in now. Hopefully, we're rolling by then, and that'll get us, a good push going into the later part of the season. So I'm gonna give us that W right there. We probably win by like a touchdown, maybe. Man, I'm saying touchdown. All right. Next week we got Kansas City afternoon game at home Thursday, November 27th. Devo.
Thanks. Thanks.
Well,
My mom's birthday too.
Yeah.
everybody has been talking about, I guess, preseason, predictions of what the Super Bowl may look like, and this could be it. If all God be the glory for us to get to that point. I feel like it'd be a great test for us, but I feel like we would also probably drop the first one against them. So I'll say L. I'll say we take a L on that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes at the end of the day. He ain't
Y'all
showed
find
you
a
no
way to get
differently
done.
of him not being that guy. So can't take it away from him.
Their offseason moves only help improve their team. They haven't gotten worse than last year. So I'm gonna have to take a CL on this. I just
Yeah, definitely CL. I see CL too.
yeah, I see CL.
Yeah, I think it'll be a CL. Pat Mahomes probably gonna be on his little revenge tour all year this year, man. I think he gonna be on a mission. He gonna try to probably put on some MVP type numbers this year and get back to how he was previously to last year. They got the tools. He got a lot of talent out there. I think they're gonna add the wrinkles that they learned from in that loss in the Super Bowl, and they're gonna improve as they always do. So I'll say a CL at home.
And you're gonna try to show up Thanksgiving Day in Dallas?
Prime time for sure. The biggest game of the year for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you already know. I ain't dummy.
Yep. So the next week we got Detroit Lions on the road in Detroit, December 4th. That's another Thursday, in the holiday season. So that night game, Prime Videos on Amazon Prime. Debo, what you think we're gonna do against them Lions?
I think we're gonna continue to do what we've been doing against the Lions. I feel like we won't beat them. I mean, they haven't shown us that they can get over the hump against us, really. Last year, it's probably going to knock them down a notch because I feel like last year was really their year, and they just, a couple plays away, and then they didn't make it happen. Yeah. So, therefore, that does a little something to your confidence. Your team get a little older, people start doubting themselves a little more, and guess what? We just seem to beat you. So, I feel like we'll win that win, and we'll CW that one. That'll definitely be a CW.
Oh, CW. Okay. All right. Dad, what you say about that? What do you think we're gonna do against Cowboys?
I think the Lions are gonna be another one of the teams on the end tour, and it's gonna be hard to beat them at home, especially that late in the season. I'm gonna take a CL on this one.
Yeah, man. Dan Campbell is a really good coach. And then I'm sure they're gonna want to revenge that fluke last year. So they're gonna want that win for sure. At the crib too, they're gonna want that win bad. So I'm gonna say that's a CL too. So I'm agree.
But he's known for out coaching himself like he usually do.
That's
true. Why I say CW, because he usually coaches himself out the game.
That's true.
Hey, it's kind of hard to measure that up because we don't know out coaching.
That's exactly.
We don't, but it's just you got to still look at. I'm going when I'm saying about our games. I'm going based off our talent, and that's really all I got to go off of. Yeah, coaching can sway this, sway that, but of course we still got a good nucleus to go off of to predict what our season may look like. So now, if our coaching is terrible now, then of course.
That's true. We ain't even thinking about that. We don't even know
right
how it gonna go.
All right, so things are definitely look terrible. Right.
Yeah. It's possible. You never know. We hope not, but you just never know.
We going off of hope anyway. Right. We speaking based off hope.
In the dark. Facts.
Well, about the time he was chosen, there was some talent out there to be chosen. So somebody must have done something. We hope.
Yeah, we hope. We got another NFC North foe, Minnesota Vikings. That's going to be on Sunday, December 14th at 7:20 Central Time. Dad, what you think we're going to do against them Vikings, them purple people eaters?
I don't know. It's just me, but I just don't have much respect for the Vikings. I'm gonna go with CW on that one just because they're a good offensive team. Um, okay defensive team. They're pretty good. I think by that time we'll be on our stride. And like I said, I'm just basing that on the fact that I just ain't got much respect for the Vikings. They just, you never know what kind of team game we're gonna give them. So I'm gonna give us a CW on that one.
All right, Debo, what you got?
I go CW also. I don't really feel like they got anything that sway my mind that we'll lose. Man, of course you got Justin Jefferson, but I mean he got his payday, and I mean receivers like that really don't really be getting off on us like that. They really don't. I mean, once we got a great game plan, let me say that when we got a great game plan going, we won't let big time receivers go off. I mean, if you look at when we guarded Chase, we shut him down for majority of the game, and then fourth quarter, I don't know what we had going on. I don't even know. That was mind-boggling to see us give that game up like that. But whatever. But yeah, receivers don't really get off on us like that. Not big time receivers.
They got a receiving core though. They got like 3-4 of them.
Yeah,
they do. But I mean, it'll come down to if we're healthy in the secondary. Let me say that. If we're healthy in the secondary, I feel like we'll hold it down. We'll hold it down.
Yeah, that time of the year though.
Yeah.
Week 15.
I'm still going to CW. I'm still going to CW.
But we don't, like I said, we don't know what disrespect for him either. We don't know what JJ McCarthy look like. We ain't gonna know what he look like. So that really depends on him for real. So
yeah.
I
mean, and when I speak on it, that's what I'm speaking on in terms of their situation too. Also,
right. To me, he's a good quarterback, not a great quarterback. I don't know. I just have mixed.
Hey man, it's a lot of great quarterbacks until you got somebody who can put that pressure on you every play. So.
And this is rookie season. His rookie season.
Yeah, exactly. True. Technically, true. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm in agreement. We should win this because we typically have their number. Historically, we have their number. I can't remember last time Vikings have beaten us. We beat them even when we were back.
Playoff game.
Oh yeah, damn. Ooh, yeah. Besides that, yeah.
Ooh, that was bad.
That was Oh, Brett Favre.
No, it wasn't Brett Favre. I don't even remember who their quarterback was, but I know it wasn't. We wasn't in that game. They had what's his name coming off the edge, Jared Allen.
Yeah, quarterback.
Man, they were nasty. That front four was crazy.
Yeah, they defense was on point for sure.
Yeah,
I think we will have a win. Like I said, we always have a number, man. I think we're gonna keep that going. Dak should be hitting his stride. Everybody should be fully, bought into what Schottenheimer's been, preaching all year. So I think we got that one. I think that's gonna be a smooth 10+ point win. All right, week 16. We are back at home again. We are going against the Chargers. Mr. Harbaugh and his quarterback Justin Herbert on December 21st, Sunday. That is midday game. So it's noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Dad, what you think we're gonna do?
Well, Harbaugh, it's so hard to think about what this guy is gonna be doing. I'm pretty sure he'll be pulling out all the stops to beat the Dallas Cowboys, especially at home.
Yeah.
I may have to go with CL on this one. I just think Harbaugh is one of the better coaches out there. They've got great talent. They've got an excellent quarterback. Their positive far outweigh their negatives. And being as I don't know who we are yet, I'm going to err on the side of caution and go with a CL on that one.
Okay. Debo, what say you?
I probably have to say CL too, only because they've added some nice pieces from this rookie class. Also, one big name known as Amari Hampton, the other one that we wanted as a running back.
Ooh, yes.
I feel like that could probably be a determining factor if we're not stopping the run all year. That could be a big problem. I can see us definitely being a CL on that one. them kind of games right there, we just for some reason we'll drop those. So they just different play styles. We don't do good against different play styles.
That's real. But I'm gonna buck y'all on this one. For one simple reason. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has not had any quality wins against any big teams or big other elite talent or other elite quarterbacks. Like I've yet to see that. So I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here either. We're at home. Jim Harbaugh's only his second year. He's a great coach. Don't get me wrong. I slid one for us, but I think we're gonna take this one. I think we're gonna have that number for that. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a CW. So
did I just hear you refer to Dak as elite?
I mean, based on his contract, I would hope he.
Hey, Devin, did you hear that?
Yeah,
did you hear that?
I heard it.
Didn't you? I heard it.
This is what they say. This is what they say.
Hey, this is on tape, brother. This is on tape now.
This is what they say.
They do say that. Yeah, they do say that.
He's in that tier 2.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm listening. I hear all what you say, my brother.
He's getting paid $60 million damn dollars.
Hey, I hear all of
year.
that. I heard it.
That's $5 more million than any other quarterback. But I digress. Close win. Dak gonna show he gonna outdo Justin Herbert. And if he don't, I'm gonna be highly pissed. All right.
Correct.
Week 17. We going back on the road. We're going to Commanders. That is a 1:00 game on December 25th on another Thursday.
Hey, we played on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. Yep.
They do that.
That's gonna be prime. I'm sure they're gonna have some special experience going on for us, to improve our viewing experience. But what do you guys think we're gonna do, Debo? What you think we're gonna do with Jalen Daniels again on our second game against them?
I'll probably have to say we're gonna split with them. Only because like you said, Jaden Daniels, he's a pretty good quarterback coming off his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
I think depending on where we at, if we rolling, we'll probably keep the train going. That's gonna be my saying. But if we're not rolling, that'd be one of the ones we drop. That'll probably be a CL. It'd be because again, if Parsons shows up, man, of course he changes the game. So it's going to be a close game. It just all depends on how healthy we are offensively, and how good performing Dak is doing. So I would just have to probably say that it'd be a CL if thing is going the opposite direction that we wanted to go in. Let me say that.
Gotcha. Okay. Dan, what you say?
Well, I already said what I had to say about the Giants. That's a win-win. So
Well, no, it's the Commanders. So on the Commanders again the second time. What do you think we're gonna do in week 17?
I just want to talk about the Giants first.
Oh, you want to skip over the Commanders?
No, I got that as a CL, man. I just don't think that late in the season that everybody's gonna be on their tip. Jay Daniels gonna really have whatever he's going by that time. So I just don't see us beating them at home. I think it'll be a CL with maybe a 3-point difference in the game. Just talking off the top of my head, but I just don't see us beating them twice this year. Matter of fact, I had us splitting with everybody except for the Giants.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels gonna be probably an MVP candidate this year, man, for real. But I mean, that don't mean we can't still beat him. I'm still gonna hold off, just like I did on our first match meetup with them in the season. I'm gonna hold off on that because I really want to say we probably gonna split, but I don't know which games. Because the NFC East is gonna be real tough this year. It's probably gonna be the toughest division in the NFL this year. We're the only division that has Super Bowl winners in it, all 4 teams.
Right.
So it's gonna be a tough sledging, and whoever comes up out of it is gonna be probably the Super Bowl favorites from the NFC. So It's gonna be a tough one. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some predictions out. For the first matchup, I'm gonna say we hold serve at home and win, and then this time, this week 17, we're gonna lose. So I'm just gonna go and put it out there. Season finale, New York Giants. Playoff determining for us. I'm not sure, what the record looking like right now. That what the tally looking like. What we looking like?
Everybody got their own talent. So
What's your record? We're gonna go with your record.
mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say 11-6.
Oh, but shoot, we're probably still gonna need that. That probably is gonna be for seeding. So that's probably gonna be it probably gonna be some other games that are gonna be bigger playoff implication than ours. Ours probably is gonna be seeding. So we probably already clinched the wild card by then if we're 11-6. And either Eagles
you say 11-6 with that game or without?
No, without that game.
Without it.
No, 11-5 without the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta win in this game or losing this game.
I got us winning this game.
So you already had 6 losses. So we were 10-6 going into this week.
10-6 going this week.
So we definitely will be playing everybody. We're a wild card team. So yeah, we'll be playing everybody, and that's probably gonna be tonight. It's probably gonna be a 1 o'clock game, probably. And we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Giants, they ain't gonna be fathomable. So Debo, what you think?
Yeah, I think this game right here will steamroll us into the playoffs to where we need to be and have the confidence to go into the playoffs ready. So I think we'll definitely win that game. We'll sweep them. Do what we need to do. Hopefully we on point by where we need to be. Playoff time approaching. So I mean, man, you never know, man. Like I said, that's probably a good prediction though. 11-6. I kind of like the way that sounds. In terms overall, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. That's more realistic.
Okay. All right. Dad, I guess you already just say what you had to say about him. So it'll be 11-6, I guess, based on your prediction. And going into the wild card, that probably put us somewhere in between. Let's see what seed that'll put us. Probably a 4 or 5, probably. No, we'll be 5 or 6. Yeah, so.
Which is cool. Which is cool. I take that.
Yeah, that'd be a solid.
Knock some of them heavy hitters off early.
All you got is a fighting chance. If you're in the, all you got to do is put us in the fight. That's all we need to be in the fight.
And like people said, if we can start out good, we can start out the first half of the season, man, with a winning record, man. We'll be in good shape.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the bare minimum wins you think we need?
For what?
To make playoffs?
To get in the playoffs.
Oh, 10.
Bare minimum 10.
Yeah, now 10.
Yeah, that may change.
It could. I mean, a lot of it was a crazy year last year, so it could be it's possible.
I expect this year to be crazier.
True. It's gonna be
but I mean, if a lot of teams are top heavy, then all we need is 10. Like I said, if the heavy hitters hitting, then you good. But if everybody's winning, then you're gonna need more than 10.
True.
So that's how you look at it.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Hey, I don't know what we need. I know we need more than we had last year.
Right.
True.
Y'all got any more closing statements y'all want to make, before we wrap up this scheduled session?
Nah, I'm just looking forward to getting into the meat of the season, the training camp, and see where we're going, see what we got, see what kind of talent we got. Praying for no injuries during that time. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the season side. I'm ready to get this thing going.
Amen.
That's all I want, man. I just want us to be healthy, man. We can get healthy, be healthy as best as possible. I mean, I know we can't go, clean slate because it's unrealistic, but as close as we can to be, clean and no injuries, man, I would love that. And to see if we got the best we can get. And then, like you said, with Dak, this is no excuse for him this year. You got your second option. along with your tight end, and hopefully the running game is fixed per se, because we went and got the lineman, and then of course you got the running back, who Jaden Blue, who they saying could be that guy. So I'm really looking forward to this season, man. I'm not gonna lie.
One more thing. I want all of our returning players to return new and improved, no matter how good you are. I want everybody to take a step up in their game, no matter how good you are, no matter how good you played. I want all of our returning players to be better players.
I want to see MVP Parsons this year.
I want to see. I want to see big numbers back on the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, Parsons has the talent to be an MVP, but I feel like he sells himself short every year. So hopefully we get to see him in rare form this year.
I hope so, man, because it really could make the difference for from being a good team to being a great team. If he be that dynamic, if he can really live up to the bill of the Lawrence Taylor that everybody keep tagging on him. But like y'all was saying, man, I hope we all healthy throughout the offseason program. I hope Dak take another step, man. I hope he can lead this team. I hope Booker can come in and have some major influence on that whole side of the ball for real. And I hope Micah takes the defense under his shoulder and really get them boys flying around and take us to another level too. But I hope
Diggs return in good form.
Yeah, he definitely got something to prove this year for sure. Bland does too. Bland didn't look right when he came back as well. So him and
I think he was still injured. I think Bland was still injured.
Yeah, but they should be coming back.
Diggs is definitely a year for him to improve. If not, I think he won't see him out the door. But for Bland, I feel like if he's 100% this year, I think we'll see him back in form. I mean, he's still trying to get paid too. So
yeah, and we want to see Overshawn go to another level.
I ain't worrying about him. That's one person I ain't worrying about.
I just hope they don't rush him back. Hope they don't rush him back, because even though they're saying he's ahead of his rehab, and I feel like they need to take his time. Like, man, don't bring that man back till he really, really ready.
Right.
I don't think they'll do that. He's too important.
Yeah, he can be a centerpiece for real. He nice. He got it. But we're going to say our final goodbyes. We hope y'all enjoyed this content. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment, and keep interacting with us and keep following us and supporting us. And we appreciate everything you do for us. Until next time.